It looks easy, right? Well, let me tell you something. It isn't. It was really hard. It was really fucking hard. It actually took a really huge time. It took me, I don't know. It was really long. Let me just give you a little bit of context about this, alright? So, this game is Trackmania. I started like a lot of channels actually. This was the main reason I started doing YouTube and Twitch and all that stuff. The bad thing is that I haven't done Twitch in a really long time. But that's not the point here. I started playing this game because I was actually starting to getting like a lot of really good times in the campaign mode. I was actually getting a lot of number ones in my server, so I decided to be like the number one player of Venezuela. Then I did that. I literally did that, but the game wasn't complete. I didn't finish the game. So I was like, you know what? I'm finishing this. I'm doing all the way. I'm doing this all the way through. So I started it, and everything went okay. There were some levels that were kind of a bitch, but actually it wasn't that bad. Let me just explain to you a little bit about this. In Trackmania, you have like 4 achievements or whatever you want to call it, 4 goals, because you have bronze, silver, gold, and trackmaster. Trackmaster is actually really hard to get. It's super hard. Basically, a way that I can, compare this is with the developer times in Crash Team Racing, and it doesn't get even close. I mean, that shit is fucking children's play compared to this shit. It's super really hard, but most of the time, like every single time I did a Trackmaster, it usually took me around, if I was really lucky, I could do it like in my first try. But if I wasn't, that usually will take along, 15 to 30 minutes. It's actually a really long time, considering there are at least like 200 levels in this game. So yeah, it's not that complicated to get Trackmaster. There are actually like so little levels that took over 30 minutes. There were so little levels. But this one, the hardest one yet took me around an hour. That one took me a really long time. And this single level took me around 3 hours to finish. And you might start to wonder why. Why would you go through all that trouble to do this shit? Well, because it's my objective, alright? It's my willpower. I'm trying to accomplish things. I said it. I'm trying to accomplish my goals. It's just me being dumb, basically. But let me explain to you why this bitch. Let me just tell you. Did you want to know how many people got this Trackmaster? Did you want to know how many? 50. I'm actually trying to round up the numbers because I'm actually, number 37 or something like that. only 50 people were able to do this shit. Knowing the game is actually a bitch because the game is really, really a bad guy. He's bad. He's evil. I'm guessing only 50 people here have actually achieved this. And the reason why that is, it's because of the way the level is built. Let me explain to you. Trackmania has different categories for each driving style. You have the canyon, which is usually focused on drifting, and it has really tight turns. This one that I hate the most, I literally hate the most. It's not fun at all. I will explain why later. There's the roller coaster ones that are actually really, really fun. I love those ones. And the high speed levels that I don't remember, stadium levels. Those ones are really cool. You can literally go full speed ahead and feel like you're in total control of everything. Actually, in all the levels, in those three that I mentioned, you feel in completely control over everything you do. So, what about this one? What about this shit? Well, let me explain to you. These levels kinda heavily oh god. It's awful, it's awful. They heavily rely on luck. Alright? You can be like, well, but you can actually figure some stuff out and maybe yes, you can do that. But just literally like touching the stick of your controller a millimeter, yes, with that voice crack and everything, a millimeter can fuck you up, can fuck up the run. Let me tell you that. You can't believe how little I have moved in this level. These levels rely so heavily on luck because you need to be 100% sure. It's almost impossible to repeat the same thing you did last time, but you need to be 100% sure to do that, and also play with everything there is they throw at you, because sometimes there's water. That water has some angles that you can go through, but you need to align yourself perfectly to pass through that, because if you don't, the water slows you down. So it's like, fuck, you need to try again. And there's jumps, there's like dirt. The dirt affects you a lot depending on how much you press the stick. Because if you press it too much to one side, you end up drifting too much, you lose a lot of speed. If you press it too little, you crash. That's it, that's literally it. But that's just the surface, that's just the tip of the iceberg. That's just something. That's so little. It's so little to explain. Because believe me or not, this one proved that these assholes, because literally right at the start of the level, you can see like a thingy, or maybe I don't know, a balloon saying "enjoy air control." Those son of a bitches knew what was going to happen. They knew what they were doing. I mean, the way this level is built, literally, the first thing you need to do, right here, you need to go down little and align yourself perfectly to land in the middle of the road down there. If you don't, you go too far to the left, you crash to the mountain, you go too far to the right, you crash into the grass, and you cannot make the jump. You need to align it perfectly. After that, you need to land the second jump. If you move just a little, or maybe there's like a little bit more of room here, so you can actually, this jump is actually possible to do if you don't fuck up around too much. If you don't touch your stick too much, you can actually accomplish this jump. And that's the first part. That's just the first part. Let me explain to you. I'm going to rank these levels like in difficulty of jumps, because this level, let me tell you, it has a ton of them. So you have this first jump that is actually, I'm going to say, a medium level jump. So it's not that complicated, but you need to be really careful with that. After that, you need to do the second jump. The second jump is basically you go up this ramp, you need to turn left. Good enough, like just good enough to land and not fucking go rolling over the place over and over. Also, with all the shenanigans your car can do while trying to go up this bitch. Because literally, it will happen a lot that when you go left, your car will turn like a wild beast. I don't know why. If you align it perfectly, you might be lucky enough to just to just go ahead and pass to the second checkpoint. After this one, that jump is a hard one. The next one, it's easy. It's actually really easy. All you need to do, it's when you are in the air or you are right at the end of the ramp, you just need to turn left and just keep pressing the accelerator, and there you go. And there you go. You can literally make it. The car will go in a straight line, so you don't need to worry about that that fall right there. And you get to the third checkpoint, just crossing left a little, crossing right. Sorry. All right, you did it. You made it to the what's this one? The third checkpoint? I don't know anymore. You did it to the third checkpoint. What's next? You need to take up those speed dashes right there. You need to take those turbos that will increase the speed of your car heavily, and you need to turn right. You need to turn right with all your might. When you do that, you need to be lucky enough to not have jumped too high or not have jumped too short, because if you jump too short, you land in a not well, you might actually not land. You might land on the other side, on the other ramp, because there are two ramps you can land here. You might end up landing on the second ramp, which is not good, because that means you need to go like a little bit, just drive a little, and then you go left, and you go right again, and then you lost a lot of speed. You might end up in the middle, literally in the middle. That happened to me a million times. And if you actually nail the jump perfectly, you can actually go to the level and keep your speed. If you go too fast, you might pass the ramps. Fuck, you might pass this bridge, and your run is dead. Your full run is dead. Let me tell you, at this point, I don't know how many minutes there are right there, but you're losing all that time. I know it looks like a little, but believe me, every time you reset this bridge is hell. Alright, you made it to the fourth checkpoint safe and sound. Now you need to cross. Alright, that last jump was actually medium. It's not that hard to pull, you just need to be lucky. This next jump actually is really easy. It's the same as the second checkpoint. You just need to make it through and turn right. And the car just goes by itself, and there you go. Easy. You made it to the fifth checkpoint. After the fifth checkpoint, you need to cross right, and here you need to align yourself a little, like good enough to go through that hole over there, as you can see here. That actually is not that hard. You just need to go there. You just need to do that. It's not that hard. It's actually medium jump, because if you don't go fast enough, you might end up crashing with the ground, and your car will skip. Literally skip in the ground with full speed, and you will lose the run because you're going to crash, and the car will maybe, just maybe, do some fucking wipeout shit I don't understand. So yeah, that happened. After you land that shit, you need to drift to the right a little, and there you go. You made it. You made it to the next checkpoint. I don't know what checkpoint this is anymore. I don't care. After that shit, you need to go up that hill, jump, and land to the other side. If you land over the top of the hill, you're going to skip, and you might end up losing the run. If you're lucky, maybe not. But the best option possible is that you just land. Literally, that's it. That's all you need to do. You just need to land it there. All right. After that, after managing to land that shit, because it's actually really hard. You just need to go like literally up a hill. So you go up that shit. You jump like between some whatever that is, some trash that was in the middle of the road. And you keep on, and there you go. You made it to the next checkpoint. Congratulations to you. Just a little hat tip to you. Yep. Good job. Now, here is actually not a hard part. All you need to do is align yourself, like here, right here. And there you go. You just let your car fall down, and you made it to the next checkpoint. Now, this bitch right here. This motherfucking bitch. You don't know. I tried this ramp so many so many times. Literally, you can literally press Y in your Xbox controller in this case to just go back to the last checkpoint you went through and practice whatever you did last time. I tried this 30 times. Out of those 30 times, only 3 of those I was able to pull through. And to this day, I don't fucking understand how you're supposed to make this jump. Literally. I still don't know. I have no words on how you can do this. So, if you are really lucky here, you might end up being really lucky and land that jump. If you are good enough, your car will not wipe out, do any shenanigans, do any shit, and you will actually be able to land this. And after that, all you need to do is go straight to the last checkpoint, do another of those easy jumpies. I forgot to mention how hard those jumpies were. I don't remember now. I don't care. The last one is the bitches. It's almost impossible. After that, you just need to do another easy jump. This is it's one of the easiest ones. It's right at the end because after all that hell, why not? Why not? You just need to jump this, go right, and finish the fucking race. That's it. That's all you need to do. Now, for that to happen, for that shit to just happen, it took me 4 hours. It took me 4 hours because you need to be lucky enough in all those ramps like you need to go up, you need to go to one side. Those shits. Oh my god, so many shit happened. So much shit happened. You just need to be so literally so lucky to be actually to land this shit. It's like if you have played Crash Team Racing before the first patch, you might understand when I'm saying this. It's like a sewer speedway. Before the first patch of the game, there was this jump to take the shortcut, right? When you did that jump, when you take the jump, you need to be so lucky to actually pull it. Doesn't matter how many times you try, doesn't matter how you angled yourself, it doesn't matter. There was a high chance of you not being able to make that jump. It doesn't matter how you do it, it doesn't matter how it happened. There was no precise way to do it. And that's how these 3 ramps feel. Literally, those 3 ramps feel. There's it's such a weird way to actually be able to land those jumps. I'm still not able to pull it consistently. It's just pure luck. I only been able to complete this level twice. One for the gold medal and one for the trackmaster. And this, my boys, is literally the hardest level I have played in this game. And it actually delivers because when you see this shit, when you see that only 50 people, I'm rounding at that number, might be more, might be less, who knows. Only 50 people were able to pull this shit. You might be wondering, damn, Ubisoft, what the fuck is wrong with you? and those assholes, they literally just put this fucking balloon thingy here saying enjoy air controls is literally them giving you the biggest middle finger on your face. Literally, it's like you were enjoying this game about controlling and speed. No anymore, boys. And yeah, that's basically it. I know a lot of you are like, what the fuck is this? I don't see this. I haven't seen this. Never. I have never played this game. I don't like this game. Where is Mr. Krabs overdose on Ketamine 3? Yeah. This is the main reason this channel started, boys. If this game didn't exist, this channel wouldn't exist. So actually, this is one of the reasons why I'm trying to accomplish this goal of mine, because I want to start it and I want to complete the journey with this. If I don't do it, it's like basically just ignoring where I came from. So I just wanted to rant a little. I know it took a really long time, basically 19 minutes of life. But yeah, I just wanted to explain to you why this level is such a bitch. So, it's just that. I'm going to leave it there. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this rant of a video. And I hope to see you next time. I promise there will be no more videos of this, only the last video where I will tell you that I did it. So, thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I hope to see you next time. This is Jesus FM and I'm out.